Good evening, one and all. It is 9:30 or 9:31 p.m. GMT, London time, UK time, and I am David Daniels. I also go by the name of the Shy Man. That's my kind of, what do you want to call it, label, if you want to call it. And the way I label myself on social media, predominantly Facebook. And this is the weekly Seeds of Wisdom, and it's my honor and privilege to bring this to you tonight. I've been doing this since July of last year, and it has literally changed my life. I've been blessed in many ways before I started doing this, but I've been blessed in so many more ways since I've been doing this, and the people I've connected with, the encouragement, the messages I've had. I'm truly humbled by it, and if, like I say a couple of times, if it was all to stop today, after today, I know I've added to life, and I've kind of stepped up and played my part. But I believe I've got a bigger part to play, and more importantly, I believe you all have a bigger part to play in life, and this is what I'm kind of doing with this Seeds of Wisdom. It started out as me sharing my story of shyness, how it crippled me. There's more to come on that. I'm just discerning the right time to share that. But it's kind of turned into encouragement. Some people might call it motivational talks. I like to think of it as encouragement. I like to call myself the encourager. I like to edify people, build people up. And over time, I've cut these down from, at some points, an hour, half an hour to 15 minutes, just to give you that short, sharp, sweet dose of inspiration, backed up with action. And that's really where I think that's really the key. There's lots of good stuff on Facebook, on YouTube, on CDs, cassette tapes if you record them, lots of good stuff, motivational stuff, books, what have you, podcasts, and I'm a fan of all of them. And as a Christian, my ultimate source is the Bible, and spending time with God in prayer. But it even says in the Bible, faith without action is dead works. We can sit, and it's good to be quiet, it's good to be still, it's good to ponder and meditate and think about things. But there's another side of it, and if you just sit, you will not get anything in life. You have to take action. There's times to take action, there's times to be still and quiet. Like, too many of us are just sitting waiting for everything to happen, and we have to take action. And action will always get you a result, whether it is positive, negative, or undecided at the time. You will always get a result, and if you get a result, then you can learn from it. You can do more of the same, and what have you. Shout out to Kelly. Hope you're well. Happy birthday to your son, and I pray in for you that he gets into the school that you want him to go to. Right, let's kick into this. So last week, if you joined me or you watched on the replay, I titled my message, Winners Lose. I love words, I'm fascinated with words, and I believe that the way we use words, the way we speak them, can have an impact. And some of us are using words to build each other up, build ourselves up. Some of us are using words in a negative sense and knocking each other down. And I'm just hoping that what I'm going to share tonight and what I shared last week will help you. All I want to do is just two things I want to do. I just want you to make it to think, just pose a question in your head. And the most important for me is that you take action. So I've started introducing action points, homework. Yes, Kelly, I know you don't like homework, but it's the good type of homework. It's going to help you. It's going to be practical. It's going to be relevant. Because I don't just want you to watch this and just take it in. I want you to take action based on it. And I want you to take that action straight away. There's another reason why I cut these short, so that will give you literally a minute, 5 minutes, just to take that. And it's not an action step that's literally going to change your life. It's just that first step. First step is the most important step. So last week I talked about winners lose, because some of us think that winners have all the glory, have all the fame, everything is rose tinted, as soon as they wake up, everything's just laid out for them. Everything's fantastic, and I wanted to kind of change that perception a little bit, or kind of just mix it up and make you just think about, do winners always win, or what do they do when they lose? Because winners do lose. But then, as I got into the end of my message, I come to the conclusion that winners don't in fact lose, they learn, or they lose and learn, if you like. So now I want to turn those three words the other way around. So if winners lose, is it possible that losers can win? And some of you might be thinking, that's the same thing, isn't it? It's the same thing. You're just taking one message and just delivering it in two different ways. I mean, yeah, I'm all for productivity. I'm all for like 2-for-1s. I love all that 2-in-1, 3-in-1 items. And maybe, yes, I am saying the same thing. But I believe it's the way you look at something sometimes can cause a mental shift in your head. So I believe far more of us think that we're winners. Sorry, I've said that wrong. I think far more of us think that we're losers, or we're losing in life, than those who are winning or see themselves winning in life. So, and those same people think they're losers are often the people who are looking at the winners and thinking they've got all glory and everything is rosy. But I want to let you know, if you consider yourself a loser, a misfit, someone who's not taking part in life. Hi Tracy, long time no speak, hope you're well, hope everything is well with you. If you see yourself as a loser, or you're losing in life, you don't have no hope, you don't see where you are, where you fit in life, I want this message to encourage you. Hey my girl Nishi, how you doing? Where's our phone call happening? We need to touch base. I want to let you know, I want to encourage you that you can win. Just because someone has told you you're a loser, Junior, evening sir, just because someone told you you're a loser and you've taken that truth for yourself, it doesn't mean it's the truth. The truth is sometimes just an opinion that someone has, and that's their truth, doesn't have to be your truth. So losers can win. And if you keep winning, if you keep celebrating your wins, you can turn into a winner. It's all a perception of how you look at things. That's what I'm kind of playing around with this. Winners lose, losers win. So what are you? What camp are you in? Or can you be in both? I saw myself as a loser for more of my life than the time I haven't. Growing up, being shy, being unable to speak to people, being able to look people in the eye, not knowing what I was going to do in life, who is David Daniels, how am I supposed to act, what am I supposed to like, what music am I supposed to listen to, what sports am I supposed to like. And I'm a deep thinker, I'm an overthinker, or have overthought at times. So all that circling in your head and not getting out is not healthy at all. So I saw myself as a not so much as a loser, kind of a misfit. I didn't quite fit in, square peg in a round hole, that kind of situation. And through a number of different ways, there hasn't been one moment, there's been a number of moments, experience, growing in confidence, knowing myself, that's been a big one, knowing myself and knowing what I'm good at, and looking back and taking feedback from people as well who've commented on things I've done. Evening Alan, thank you for joining. It's an honour and privilege to have you on here. And then having God in my life as well, and knowing that I'm here for a specific purpose. I wasn't here for John T. How you doing, sir? Thank you for joining. Knowing that I'm here for a purpose, even if I haven't figured out what exactly that purpose is, I'm here to serve. I've got value. I'm here. God placed me here for a reason, and what I've come to a realization of that, all that stuff I was losing, now I've turned that corner, I'm winning. I can help others who are losing. I met someone the other day who was very shy, very awkward, and I just saw myself in that person. Hi Sarah, thanks for joining. So I saw myself in that person. It was just like a mirror reflection. And I thought, I want to help this person. Now, whether that person comes back into my contact, my life, I don't know. I want to help that person. I'll be able to relate to that person more than maybe some of you who haven't had shyness issues, because I've been there. I know what it's like. And some of you are going through struggles, or some of you are losing, so that you can help others who are losing as well. You like the curtains? I'll tell Lucy that. Lucy, my wife redesigned the living room a little while ago. Yeah, I'll pass on the. Is it a compliment? I don't know. So some of you are losing right now, but you're gonna get. You just need to keep going. You're gonna get on the other side, and then because of that experience you've been through, you're gonna help others who see themselves as losing and whatever. You're gonna relate to them far more than if I was to speak on a subject that I have no intimate knowledge of. But yet you've lived through it, you've been through it. I've got a good friend I've come to know through church. His name's Finney, John Finlayson. Some of you know him. He has a ministry called Finney Music. He went into prison, I believe, age 11, and served time in prison. And he found John T, you make me laugh. You put me off, John T. He found God in that time when he was in prison. And now what he does, he goes into prisons. He's a musician, so he's written music, he's produced albums, he shares that music, and he shares his testimony, his story. And simple question, do you think he will have more of an impact on the prisoners, or do you think I will have more of an impact? It's more likely it's going to be John Finney, who used to go by the name Baz, because he's been there, he's been in the cells, he knows what it's like when the bars are shut at night, he knows the sounds, he knows the smells, he knows what that experience is like. And as humans, we live by experience. Yeah, we do need fear in that. We much more live by experience and thoughts and feelings. And he can relate to those people. So the people are going to be more drawn to him in that situation than they're probably going to be drawn to me. And it's not something I should get upset or anything about. It's just we relate to those who can relate to us. So as I'm saying, you think you may be losing at the moment, but that losing may be for a reason, and you might in fact be winning and not even realise it, and you just need to change your perception of things. Thanks, John T. I'll see you soon, and I hope all is well. Let me know what's happening with the situation going through at the moment, please. I really want to know and help you, encourage you in that when I can. I could go on and on and on about this, but I'm not going to go on and on about this unless I get any comments or what have you. Because, like I said, the most important part of my message is the action that I will suggest that you take. Because this doesn't mean anything to me unless you take action. As much as I appreciate the comments, the love hearts, the likes, I really do. It means a lot for me. What it does for me, it encourages me to keep going, to keep giving more. I want this to be shared with as many people as possible, not for my ego, because I want to help others as others have helped me. So here we come. Here comes the homework, Kelly. So basically, I've been reading a book called How You Can Have It All by Matt Maddox, and he's talking about how you can have success in family and business. So I'm working my way through that. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you for the positive comments. And in one of the chapters, he asks 3 questions, and I really want to keep this simple, this action step, because what can happen. And you haven't given me your homework from last week, Kelly. I haven't marked it yet. I really want to keep this simple, because what happens, or what can happen, is it can happen in church, it can happen in seminars. You hear a great message, you hear a great word, you get pumped up, you get motivated. I'm going to change my life, I'm going to do this. And then you go back into the everyday swing of things. And it's not to beat yourself up about it, because it's a well-known thought. It takes 21 days, they say, to create a new habit. And the week just takes over, everyday life takes over, and then before you know it, we're back to where we started. And if it's something regular, like you go to church again, or you go to another seminar, you get pumped up again, and it just continues in a cycle and a cycle. And I really want you to break that habit if that's something you have. So I've got 3 questions that I want you to ask yourself, and what I want it to keep it really, really, really simple. Just take one of these questions and ask yourself this question. If you want to get an A star, if you want to be a teacher's pet, you can answer all 3. But I want you just to keep it simple, and I want you to do this as soon as I come off this Facebook Live. I'm only going to keep going for a couple of minutes. Usually I used to do this for half an hour. So as soon as I come off this Facebook Live, I want you to ask one of these questions. And it doesn't have to be a chapter and verse. I'm not expecting an essay. It could just simply be one sentence. It could be one word. And then I want you to build on that. But taking the first step is sometimes the hardest step. And I just really want to encourage you. I want you guys. And if you want to share what you've done, the action you've taken, that would be a massive encouragement to me, because it tells me what I'm doing is working and it's having an impact. So here we go. Right, 3 questions. What do I need to keep doing? What do I need to keep doing? Even Adam, I'm just coming to the wrapping up my message, but hopefully you can watch this on the replay. What do I need to keep doing? So you may think you're a loser, you may think you're a misfit, but actually thinking about what it is that you do well. And maybe you need to, if you're a parent but you're struggling to find time to do things, it's just everyday life, managing the kids. You don't think, hey Natasha, you don't think you're spending enough time with your kids. If your kids are being fed, your kids are going to getting a good night's rest, their kids are healthy, keep doing that. That's something to celebrate. So keep doing that. Question number 1, what do I need to keep doing? Question number 2, what do I need to... Utum, you should be in bed, man. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it, because I know you're a busy man. Not a problem, Natasha. Watch this on the replay. This is the most important part. Question number 1, if you want to stop yourself from losing and becoming a winner or winning, what do I need to keep doing? Number 2, what do I need to stop doing? What do I need to stop doing? And it could be a thought that goes through your head. Maybe you need to stop calling yourself a loser and start thinking about what you're winning at. Or I am going to win. Maybe it's just a thought. It's just maybe. What do you need to stop doing? Number 2, and number 3, what do I need to start doing? Thank you, Otto, for sharing. What do I need to start doing? So 3 questions. I'm making this really easy, this homework. I just want you to take one. If you want to be a teacher's pet, answer all 3. 1, what do I need to keep doing? 2, what do I need to stop doing? 3, what do I need to start doing? And I want you to answer one of these questions right now. As soon as I come off here, write it down, speak it out, text somebody, text yourself. Do it. Because the most important step, or the hardest step, is the first step. And too many of us are not taking the first step because we think we'll do it later. After I come back from church, I'll do it later. After I come back from that seminar, I'll do it later. After I watch the Facebook Live from Utum, from Natasha, I'll do it later. And what do? We get into everyday life. We watch another Facebook Live. We listen to another church message. And then we're just receiving. We don't take any action. As it says in the Bible, faith without action is dead works. Doesn't mean a thing. I would have wasted my time if I've done enough of these now. I don't need to keep doing this. And do you know what I mean? Like I said, if it all ended today, that's fine. Thank you, Tracy. There you go. Stop, start, continue. Choose one, answer it, take action, go from losing to winning. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the interaction. This really means a lot to me. It would mean even more to me if you took action on this message, because there's many more people who have been doing this stuff a lot longer than me. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim. Yeah, internet and whatever is broken now. Things it's given me the freedom to do this with just a mobile phone. Many other wonderful people, Tracy, Natasha. Forgive me if I haven't mentioned your name, and you're live on here, doing great stuff. But I think I can speak for all these people I've mentioned when they say if you don't take action, then it's pointless what they're doing. I think any one of those people will say that they want you to take the action. I'm getting some love hearts there, so I'm taking that as agreement with what I'm saying. We're not doing this for our own ego. Thank you, Kelly. Yes, yes, yes. I've got genius. I've had a bad day today. Very important, this message to me. Thank you. Continue believing in myself. Thank you, Tracy. A star, Tracy. A star. And let's have fun with it, man. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. So I'm going to love you and leave you. If you guys are interested in my faith side of my life, I dig deeper into my faith online. I've got a prayer time, Facebook Live on a Sunday evening. I pray for people online. I pray for people privately who don't want this stuff to go on publicly. I just want to share some of the blessings of my faith. You don't have to be a Christian to join prayer. I don't care what denomination. If you're no denomination, I don't like all these barriers. You just, if you're broken, if you're happy, just come on and share it. Just come on and share it. It's important to be original. We are all original, yeah. Comparison is one of the big things that people who lose do. Compare ourselves to others. Yeah, just be the best you can be. Cheesy, corny, cliche, yes, but sometimes there is meaning in these cliches and stuff. So I'm going to leave you on Utum's note. It's important to be original. I'm going to love you and leave you. If you want to join me on Sunday night, then join me. Otherwise, I'll be here, God willing, next week, 9:30, consistently. I'll be here, Seas of Wisdom, with another message. If you've got something you want me to think, you want me to speak up about, if you've got something that you're going through in your life, let me know, because those have been my best ones. I've done it a couple of times. We get together, and you guys get together, and we encourage one another. Take care. Love you all. Shine and smile. I might.